versus Film.
Hi, I'm Graham and welcome to Man vs Film. This is going to be a movie review for Criminal. Directed by Ariel Vroman, the man who did The Iceman, an excellent movie from a couple of years ago starring Michael Shannon. This movie stars Kevin Costner, Ryan Reynolds, Gal Gadot, Gary Oldman, Tommy Lee Jones, Michael Pitt, Alice Eve and Scott Adkins, my personal favourite addition to the cast. A dead CIA operative's memories are implanted into a career criminal. This is done in the hope that the government can retrieve vital information that could stop this huge terrorist plot. But things, as always, don't go as planned. Criminal is one of those really high concept movies, you know, the kind of thing like Face Off. It's completely silly, yet played completely straight throughout the full movie. The only thing is this isn't as fun as Face Off. It doesn't have that tongue-in-cheek kind of action and comments that movie had, but it's still an interesting watch. Kevin Costner is slowly starting to edge into Liam Neeson's old man action movie kind of franchise thing that he's got going. And Costner plays Jericho Stewart, and realistically, who's called Jericho Stewart? It's like a name for a super villain or a bad guy in a movie, which this kinda fits perfectly with. And just in case you don't know how crazy and how just vicious Kevin Costner is, at the start of the movie when we meet him, he's chained up by his neck, he's got this big scraggly beard and unkempt hair. That's how crazy Kevin Costner is Jericho Stewart. Jericho Stewart has this condition due to an accident when he was younger where he can't form any emotions, so he doesn't distinguish right from wrong. He doesn't care what he does to other people. If he wants something, he takes it. He's just generally a badass. So because he can't form emotions or memories, the frontal part of his lobe is kind of a blank slate, and that's how they're able to put the super spy's memories into his head. So what they've done is they've taken this dangerous career criminal who has no conscience or empathy towards anybody else and gave him a set of super spy skills. And how did they not see that was going to be a recipe for disaster? Jericho escapes from custody and starts to get flooded with these memories of the super spy. So he starts to get involved in the spy's last mission, starts to get involved with the spy's family. And this is another effect on him where he starts to feel emotions for the first time. He has a sense of longing and love towards the family of the super spy. He has a sense of duty to try and get this mission finished, but it's also driven by greed as well because there's a lot of money involved. Basically, Jericho's starting to evolve into a normal, well-adjusted person, but he still has these extreme traits of violence and the super spy skill thing. Costner is excellent as a vicious killer who's torn between self-preservation and this newfound loyalty to Spy Guy's family. He comes across as extremely menacing, and as we see in a couple of scenes, at any moment he could just snap and completely decimate somebody without mercy. This has got a fantastic cast. You can see it when the cast list comes up. It's immense, the talent that we've got here, and everybody does well. Nobody does above and beyond. They just kind of do by the numbers acting, and it fits for the movie. The plot is okay and it generally keeps it going, but there's some slow points and there's some unrealistic points that just don't make any sense. Like Gal Gadot plays Super Spy Guy's wife, and when Jericho breaks into her house, ties her up, robs her, she's terrified. The next time he's in the house, he mentions a couple of things that Spy Guy knew, and she kind of falls in love and realises who it is, and it just seemed like such a huge jump within this movie, but understand they just had to get the plot moving. The action is really good and the movie moves along at a brisk pace, except there are a few quiet spots here and there where they try to show Costner's character evolving a little bit, and these kind of slowly move it down just ever so slightly. The whole movie hangs on Costner's performance, and in that case it is a triumph because he is probably the best in the movie, and he can go from really menacing to a sort of emotional, disturbed character with nothing more than a glance. You can see the duality within himself, and it's a great touch. Criminal is what it is. It's a late night action movie that you don't have to religiously stick to the plot. You can just put it on at any point and enjoy the hell out of it. The action is really good, and it does have some moments of humour, which are all down to Costner's performance, who has these little touches that are just hilarious when they come. They can break up a little bit of monotony that's creeping into the movie. You're probably going to get more enjoyment out of this putting it on late at night at the weekend on Netflix rather than going to the cinema. It's still a good watch and you'll still like it. You'll like it a lot more at home than what you will for paying hard-earned cash for. I'm going to give Criminal 3 out of 5. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on the movie, and I will see you next time on Man vs Film. So thanks for watching that video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you notice on screen, there is 2 more videos that you can click and watch at your leisure. There is also a large subscribe button at the bottom of the screen. If you would like to subscribe to my channel, I will forever be in your debt. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time on Man vs Film.